So, honorable colleagues, allow me I guide on this one of school fees, please.
Love is talking about what was on social media.
Say it's the guilty run when no one is chasing them. So don't run away from this issue.
Whether this parliament must not interest in itself in what is taking place at the Ministry of Education.
Are you a prostitute?
That's how I talk about it. I am not a prostitute and I will never be.
It's really unfortunate. We came from recess, a very lengthy recess, and we resumed yesterday. People came from their constituencies, wherever they have been, so that we resume work. But today, 5 minutes to start of plenary, we saw communication saying the House has been called off until next week. I said, what is this? So I began to look for the speaker to understand, wait a minute, how do things happen all of a sudden? Because even the letter itself does not give a reason. You know, I'm told the speaker even left office. I don't know what the problem is, because you issue that communication quickly, then you run away. We don't have a proper explanation. Why are we operating this way? What's the fear about? Is it connected to the concerns and the peaceful demonstrations? Because yesterday, and I want to appreciate members, both opposition and the NRM, who spoke out, saying Ugandans have got a right to peacefully express themselves, and it is wrong for the military to brutally treat them like they did. And I'm glad that it was an across-the-board voice, so that it's not just an opposition thing, because matters of corruption affect all of us, regardless of the political party that you belong to. So I think the speaker was afraid, given the heat and intensity in the House, because members across the board, we were saying, wait a minute, no, Ugandans want us to address these issues. Let us address them. So maybe they thought, let's first call off the House so that things settle a bit, or that kind of thing. No, they'll not settle. If you think that you'll not give we, the representatives of the people, a chance to speak about their concerns, corruption, and so on and so forth, they will continue speaking out, because they are getting it now that power belongs to them. So I want to encourage them, keep speaking out. Even when Parliament gets to be closed, your voices don't get to be closed. Be as peaceful as you possibly can. Express yourselves, all right, so that these matters get to be addressed. It cannot be business as usual. And we want to call on the military, please behave. Follow the law. Stop ill-treating people who are expressing themselves freely. I saw people were charged in court with offenses that have been outlawed. You know, this section 168(1) of the Penal Code Act, talking about being idle and disorderly, it was outlawed by the Constitutional Court in the case of Francis Tumwesigye versus Attorney General. But they're charging people with the same offenses. What's going on exactly? Why this fear that makes you even goof up on the law as far as we are concerned? Anyhow, it's unfortunate that Parliament has been called off unexpectedly without an explanation, because we were back from recess, but we believe it is the fear coming from the concerns being raised by the people of Uganda. Please keep raising your voices. This alone is a signal to show you that your voices are being heard. That's why people are operating in panic and doing the thing.
Just returned from recess. After one sitting, I was shocked because I came running, only to be told by other MPs that Parliament has been called off. What the leadership of Parliament needs to know is that for every day, taxpayers are spending almost 3 billion shilling on Parliament, because our budget now is a budget of 900 billion. So you cannot casually call off Parliament just like that, after issuing order paper to say this is what we'll be dealing with. Because if the Speaker and Deputy Speaker are tired of chairing Parliament, then they can convene Parliament and we choose other. Some of us are ready to continue from where they have stopped. Because there is absolutely no way you can casually call off Parliament and walk away like that. Abawi b'omusolo bagisaasaanyako billioni 3 kuba kati budget ya Parliament ziweredde ddala billioni 9. So buli lunaku omuwi w'omusolo asaasaanya ku Parliament billioni 3. Tosobola mu ngeri ya kisaazisaazi kugamba nti muddeeyo. Batuweereza dda order paper ku ssaawa nga 6 ebyo tugenda okwogerako. Mulimu ensonga za Uganda ez'ebweru ezikwata ku Uganda ne Congo n'ebitebe ebirala, etteeka ku ly'okunywa omwenge. N'ekyemisana nkiresibweru nzize nziruka nga manyi Parliament eyinza okutandika nga sinayingira. okutuuka wano nsanze ababaka bafuluma nga baga nti bawage nti muddeeyo eka mulikomawo ate wiiki ejja. Simanyi oba sipiika n'omumyuka we bakooye kubiriza parliament. In that case tuba tulina kulonda fe abamu tuliredde okutandikira we bakomi. Kubanga omuntu akusasula kati tunamugamba tutya nti eno wiiki tukoze twakamala omwezi mulamba nga tetutuula. Twakadda tutuddeyo olunaku lumu. Ngenza okuyita amakubo bakyagagadde buli wamu. Kikwetaagisa kati okutuuka ku parliament okumala eddakiika nga 3. Bw'oyita wano osanga bagadde, bw'oyita eno osanga bagadde. So tubeera nga parliament tugikooye, maybe tugidissolvinge buli omu adde ewuwe. Abaana ajja mu parliament ey'e12 banaatandikira awo. Kuba parliament eza kuba tolinaako schedule. Olwaleero business committee etudde kuteekawo emirimu gye tunaakola ate yennyini nga abagikulembera baga ni parliament tetudde. So the leadership ya parliament eteka okunnyonnyola. Nkugambye budget ya parliament kati ziri billion 9. Bw'ozigabiza bunaku 3 almost buli lunaku tusaasaanya 3 billion almost. Kakati omuntu akusasula omusaala okujja okola n'ogolola ambasuuti agenda okulanga ofuluma tolina kyokoze. Ebyali wadde ebyolero n'obiza next week mba ogenda okuggwako nga byewali koze tolina kyokoze n'ekimu oba nga tobimazeeyo.
Tulabisa bubi bwe bandi kulabisa ate nga parliament otegeredde already mu maaso g'abantu ba bulijjo tuli mu mbeera mbi nnyo ng'esiga eryokusatu tukambiwa nga eno ebaddemu ku bitongole ebyenyigidde mu nguze kyoba olaba n'ejjo abantu abasibiddwa abangi abali mu makomera era n'olutula lwaleero tubadde tugenda kulweyambisa kulaba nti abantu abo babawa gundi babatwala mu makooti mu kaseera kennyini akalambikwa mu ssemateeka. Kale okusalawo ndi ate ennaku zino ebbiri tuleme kutuula ate nga twakava mu luumulo nekyo kitulabisa bubi kirina engeri gye tusisiise eggi evundu mu maaso ga. I'm not privy to the reasons as to why the presiding officers of our institution, Parliament, decided to call Parliament off at short notice. Because even after we concluded our meeting today of Business Committee, where I'm a member, the presiding officer in that meeting, who was the Right Honourable Deputy Speaker, assured us of today's sitting. But it's rather unfortunate that the short notice, the communication to call it off, some of us found it here after we had made it to the House. It was so short. I must say, this must be the shortest ever notice that has confronted me in my work. In fact, the matter which was of national public importance, which would have taken most of our attention, was that about the brutal arrests of the younger people who were arrested by the police yesterday, and they are under detention. And would have wanted Parliament to prevail over the powers that be to ensure that justice is dispensed to these younger people, because according to Article 29, freedom to picket or freedom to assemble and hold a peaceful demonstration is a mandate given by the Constitution in Article 29, and we expected the younger people not to have been harassed and visited with all manner of brutality. If you see most of the clips, video clips that are trending. So today, this was to feature prominently in the deliberations of the House, and it's rather unfortunate that we are not meeting and the House has been called off up to next week.
Erinnya akugizibwe Aled Ronald omubaka wa Parliament nga nkiikira abantu b'Ebululi e Masindi. Olunaku lwa leero nsazeewo oteekako omukono ku kino ekiwandiiko nga tuvumirira ne sekuvumira yenna okulya kw'enguzi mu ggwanga lyaffe erya Uganda. Abantu bange mbeebuuzizzaako era ne baŋŋamba bansindika wano ate ne baŋŋamba ndwanyise enguzi. Nzuuno wano era omukono ngutaddeko. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Ruli County, Masindi District. After serious consultations with my constituents, I have this afternoon decided to append my signature to this motion as a way of fighting corruption. My people have told me to sign, and here I am, I've signed as a way of fighting corruption.
Uganda Eyenkya.